Hey everybody, it's Dr. Matt. Thank you for joining us. We're back with another custom conversation today, here with Mathis. Thank you so much for taking time to join us.
My pleasure. Pleasure to be here.
Well, it's something I'm grateful to have your time. So, this is what I'd love to do. Let's start just talking a little bit, about where you were before you came in our door, before you were even considering the custom phallus program. What life was like, what you might have tried, in terms of wanting to get in front of a weight issue.
Sure. So let me start by talking a little bit about prior to coming to custom weight. So I had gone from about 278 pounds down to around 260, 262-ish, and was just kind of struggling with trying to move forward. Had been there for a while. And I was having some real serious medical issues that were starting to take effect. When I came to the program, I was diagnosed probably about 4 years prior to that, as a diabetic. I had high blood pressure. My AC1 level was at a level 9. So level 5 is basically you don't really have diabetes.
Right, you're good.
Level 6 or 7 is pre-diabetic, moving into diabetes. 7 and 8, you're really a diabetic. A 9 is you're not only a diabetic, but you're really struggling.
Yeah.
And so I was at level 9 for about almost 3 years, and just trying to figure out how do I get down from that level, and was just experiencing lots of challenges with high blood pressure. Was overweight and just kind of struggling. So that's how I came to the program, basically. But then after coming to the program, and getting started and really working through the program, my weight went down to a 214. It took me a couple months to get down there, but went down.
Yeah.
But the most amazing thing was after really kind of working through the program, I went to see my doctor, and I got a report from the doctor online, and I was surprised at the report I saw online, and I had to really speak to the doctor to make sure everything was good.
Yeah.
My AC1 level went down to a level 5.
Yeah.
And it was just like, this is weird. Are you sure? So I did another test.
Yeah.
And the doctor gave me the results, and it came back again as a level 5. So my weight went down, all the way down over a series of months down to 214, 216-ish.
Yeah.
But then my AC1 level went down. And aside from that, I was just feeling great. The level went down from a 9 to a 5.
That's amazing.
Which was very much so amazing. And it's been maintained at that level now for multiple months, and just has been fantastic. So
that is not the kind of thing that you hear. Like you said, you did a great job of giving kind of those benchmarks of here's where normal, here's where we're pre-diabetic, here's where we're really concerned, and being where you were for the time that you were too. That is incredible. And I think unless someone has had a shared experience like you where they were diagnosed pre-diabetic or diabetic, they're not even going to understand how dramatic a change that is. So your body just made some incredible progress in a really short amount of time.
It did. And I have to tell you, Dr. Matt, it feels so much better.
Yeah.
I can sleep better. I used to sleep with a machine. I don't even sleep with the machine anymore.
Wow.
I have more energy. I don't feel like I used to feel. And another great thing, just so you know, the doctor said to me, you know what, Mathis, we need to take you off of some of these medications. Medications I've been on for multiple years to control diabetes and high blood pressure. And we've just been coming off of them, weaning off of them. So it's just like night and day. Feels fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely great.
Yeah, and again, not many people can tell that kind of story. We usually it's once you get on one or a few medications, all it is more time and more pills.
Absolutely.
Not the opposite.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
my doctor's amazed and says, this is what he told me. This is what he went to school for, to kind of see this change in people, and so he's very amazed and has been very encouraging as well.
Yeah. So, again, this is extraordinary, honestly. I mean, we've been, I think, very fortunate to hear, many folks who have had a similar experience, and I don't say that to try to make it out to sound like our program is here to cure diabetes. It's just about allowing the body to move back towards a place of balance, and that's certainly what you've experienced.
Right.
From your perspective, what is it that you believe made the difference here? Because you said you've tried other things, you've looked at trying to attack your weight in different ways in the past, but what was it that made the difference here, not just with your weight, but with your health?
So I think a couple things. First of all, I think the customization of the program, it was really individualized as to what my specific needs were.
Yeah.
I think also having the one-on-one coaching, that was really great. The accountability factor also was good. Every week, someone was, in touch with you pretty much every day.
Yeah.
Someone's texting you to see how are you doing, coaching you, supporting you, giving you that encouragement. And having those check-ins, I think made a difference. I think the other thing was, just the program in terms of the structure of the eating that's involved, and just sticking to the program and really working through it. Yeah. I think all those things together made the difference for me.
Well, that's great to hear. So, now you're on the other side, right? So, you spent this time, you invested, in yourself in this way, made this great change, but now we're on the other side. And, a lot of people, maybe yourself included, have had that experience where maybe they do have some success. They make some, they accomplish a lot, they make a change with their weight, but then they get to the other side of whatever it is that they've done and they struggle. So, talk to us about that. Where are you? How is life on the other side of the program in that capacity?
I would say, certainly there are times where, you like think to yourself, hey, I want to eat this, I want to eat that, I want to do that. But it's in those times that, I kind of go back to some of the things that the program taught me, like balance, once in a while, while I was on the program, I would have some days that probably weren't the best days. I would eat something I'm not supposed to eat. Yeah. But the coaches would always kind of talk to me about, well, if you're going to have that little piece of pie, think about the salads and think about the vegetables, think about the healthy fats, try to do some things to balance that out. And so now that I've learned the tools, it's a lot easier for me. So if there are days where I just want to have something. Yeah. But,
we all have those days.
Right. I'm human, but I think it's in those times that I just remember the balance and remember the tools that I've been taught, and I'm okay. And I can get myself back on track a lot easier, and I'm not getting back on track with like artificial things that I'm eating. Right. It's the typical things that I would eat every day. more greens, more salads, more vegetables, healthier kinds of things. So it's okay. It's much better.
And that's a huge difference. Yeah. I mean, it sounds to me like you're saying you're really taking a lot of knowledge about your body with you, to your point, because it's not sustainable to say I'm going to live on a diet for the rest of my life. It doesn't work. You're just doomed to slip, to fall, So to be able to say, I know how to strike a balance. I know, kind of how to do deposits and withdrawals, type of situation. That's so great.
Exactly.
So important. Exactly. So, as we're kind of closing this out here, thinking back to where you were, thinking back to, not that long ago, where you obviously, faced a moment where you were saying, well, the custom phallus program, will it work for me? Will it just be another one of those things in my rear view that wasn't effective? What would you say to yourself, or maybe what would you say to another person who's in that same spot where they're considering, they're wondering? What would be your advice to that person?
I would say, first of all, you can do it. And this program gives you the tools to be able to be very successful. If you want to see a change and see that change happen, not just like a quick temporary fix, but a real lifestyle change, I would say that this certainly is the program that can assist you with doing that. It's holistic. It's just not, about taking and doing it, doing something temporary. It's really about changing your lifestyle, changing your life patterns and being well, holistically well. And I think the program, it's a plus. Just the other day, I was it was weird. I was out at a store, Brooks Brothers, and I bought a suit, and the size on the suit was a 44 long. I put the suit on, and I was just amazed. So my suit size when I started the program was a 52 long, and now I'm down to a 44 long.
Wow.
My waist size was a 42 long, and the waist size is now a 36 long. And it feels so good to be back to where I was like in high school,
Wow.
before high school almost. And what's really great about it is, I don't feel like I got back to that point by starving myself. I don't feel like I got there by harming myself or by, eating food that was kind of like fake food. I did it, I think, with real food and with real support, and it really feels good. And I'm looking forward to sustaining it. So if you're looking, I would say, for a program like that, this would be the program that could really get you there. And it's great.
Man, that was well said.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and
it's true.
Well, I think that comes through. That's pretty apparent. I really love, in particular, where you said, this is something that that we're not doing for you, more or less. I would say, just as you said, we're doing this with you. It's
Yes,
about really
I
that
would agree.
teamwork.
Totally would agree.
Incredible
Totally would agree.
difference.
Yes.
Hmm.
So,
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing so openly.
thank you.
Grateful for your time. Yeah, and
Thank
it's
you.
humbling to have been a small part in your journey here. So
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
it's been my pleasure. And thank you to everyone for watching. And until next time, be well, everybody.